And back from the break, and now what I'm sort of doing here is something with a left foot start. Now, don't get me wrong, I play a lot of right foot start too, especially unisons. It's not quite the Lars sound. It's not the Lars snare sound, is it? I'm trying hard to get it like that. Maybe I'm not. You see? See? Darkness enveloping me. Anyway, I'm quoting one for those of you who don't know, or if I've butchered it, it's off the And Justice for All album. Some great work from Lars Ulrich. That's a drummer joke for us drummers. Okay, so there you go. Now, then of course, if I'm going to go down that track, some of the great bass drum work is, I could mention Lars again. This is going to be a popular episode, isn't it, boys and girls? But the Grace Note double bass drum, right, left, see? That kind of thing. Now, the other day, I did a show which was all about breathing space. Now, drummers like Grant Collins and Terry Bozzio, the melodic drummers, all that have lots of tom-toms like those ones on the left when you need it. You need notes, so you have sometimes a fairly large drum kit to cater for all the different things like this one. This one's gone a bit mad. But what happens is that when you're actually playing, say, two separate drums, you need to get to the next one. Now I'm just really going quickly over a show I did a few weeks ago. I'm thinking of chords, you see. More like thirds, I suppose, or maybe fourths. And you get those kinds of things. Now, putting the right, left, right with your double bass drum, it is a double bass drum episode, you can give yourself some breathing space to get to the next drum, like this. But I've already explained that, so I'll move on very quickly. But that's another little thing with two bass drums, right, left, right, you see. Things like that. And there it is. And that's what goes on. Now, what starts to happen is you can start to do things like some of the great fill-in licks like Phil Collins. Fill it in. You can do things like that. Terrific. There you go. Lots of different things to be had. When you're doing melodic drumming, let's say, there's that little treating it like a four-stroke rough, one of the you see. Anyway, back to another little thing. One of the things that Herb Alexander from Primus I've heard do, which is terrific, is use the left bass drum like I did in the first segment. Like so. And that way, you don't have that flat flam business that can happen if you're trying to put two sticks together on one drum, or in this case, two bass drum beaters together on one drum. So that's pretty awful. that's all flat. But when I do it up between two bass drums, so much better, you see. That's what a lot of guys do. That's why a lot of guys and gals out there actually prefer two bass drums rather than just one with a double kick for little things like this. In a very early video of Terry Bozzio's, he actually talked about when he had just a normal big metal drum kit instead of the humongous thing that he's got now and had for a long time. But he always talked about he had two bass drums, essentially the same size, but he always tuned the left one a little higher. Okay, now that's to a certain degree what I've got, because I've gone the 20 on my left side, 22 on my right. What's that, a minor third? Boom, 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 boom. Oh, maybe a second. Anyway, there you go. Oh, I've got to do a bit of ear training, huh? Now, once again, one of my recurring themes, I'll go to the break, but I'll explain it in the next segment, but I'll just introduce it very quickly, is that if you're playing the craziest math metal, you know, that kind of thing, you're either, one thing that I always do is splash the hi-hat if I'm going to do something like The Black Page by Frank Zappa or stuff like. So on. I wasn't going to play the whole thing, but that sort of stuff, you need something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. But you can also do that with a bass drum, right? Maybe have it like that. More of this after the break yet again. See you soon.